Na yene Counsellor Lutterodt ebedi nkomo sesi na yahwe se ene no adwen mu no ede nesese esie in terms of womo a ahwe womo adehye abusua enkwala womo a ejre no ma ene womo ababeye ekunafo you could clearly see say adie ya esi no the 8 people and now persons are not one more a watch up and so no obian who our year preparation obian so who our cry nebusia say all kwe on mabiem and in situations like this a quite ben so unnecessary yetimi efa Counsellor Lutterodt will help us na wetimi a cancel ya no pay na yedi enkomo a tragedy like this the sober reflection and the SSS are banning no yadea ye babidi home come surely 3 days of national mourning and you go so I observe paying ashes and yenshe said ye be ya ye betime ashes o mining in a tragedy as you know in fact you be very very sensitive about it na you betime sympathize with the families and they one more ashe one more this year no kwame ma yentie o paying address and dra on my yen kakra quick one na memra Counsellor Lutterodt so na question no pay ye bisa ne any counsellor ebedi hon komono say in terms of yen tradition ene kwan a ye fa so a ya mamre ne yen hyehyeye etie no in times like this a dear necessary ye adwemu teach you what really is supposed to happen to us. But before I come to Counsellor, na mema na chiamba na kwaba no, ma yentie o mampenyi address and dra kakra because medical board man President has said next week Friday there will be a national funeral womo ebeye for the departed 8 na etimi abua enti enhyehyɛ nyinaa no underway ye kasei no Oko Jubilee House there's a garden womo akretia uwon shrine and flowers ubetimi aba na wonso wababe pay with respect to the gallant men and they yetimi ahwe womo yayaya ewo kwan a etise so enti kwame say ready am ayentie.
Good evening my fellow countrymen and women. It is with a profoundly heavy heart that I address you tonight. Yesterday, a tragic helicopter crash in Adansie Krofom claimed the lives of 8 cherished members of our Ghanaian family. The victims of this accident include 5 passengers and 3 dedicated members of the Ghana Armed Forces. Among them were Dr. Edwards of the Ghana Armed Forces. Minister among them were Dr. Edward, Dr. Kofi Omaniboama, Minister for the Parliament for Tamale Alhaji Muniru, Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Alhaji Muniru Mohammed Limuna, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator, Samuel Sapo, Vice Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Samuel Abuaje, Deputy Director General of NADMO, and Squadron Leader Peter Anala of the Ghana Air Force, Flying Officer Chum Ampedu of the Ghana Air Force, and Sergeant Ernest Ado, also of the Ghana Air Force. This tragedy represents a deep personal loss for me. I shared a close bond with many of those individuals who died. Our nation is grieving. And on behalf of the government and the people of Ghana, I extend my deepest condolences to their families, friends, and their loved ones. Know that our entire country mourns with you. We share your pain. Your loss is our loss. A loss of dedicated public servants, intellectuals, and individuals who tirelessly worked for a better Ghana. These 8 individuals dedicated their lives to Ghana's progress. That their final moments were spent in service is a testament to their unwavering commitment. We have lost some of our nation's brightest minds. And this is a moment of shared heartbreak, a time to reflect on the preciousness of life, the sacrifices of public service, and our gratitude for those who dedicate themselves to the well-being of our fellow citizens. Squadron leader Anala, flying of Sampedu, and Sergeant Ado were dedicated members of Homeland Ghana.
Mame na wase na nsamo akwaba biem emra yensempa jumedie so Counsellor Lutterodt atena se anope mame emma na che na me mano akwaba. Counsellor Machi.
It will be hard, we know, that the road will
be muddy and rough, but we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will.
It will be hard, we know, that the road
will be muddy and rough, but we will get there. Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will.
It will be hard, we know, that the road will be muddy and rough, but we will get there.
Heaven knows how we will get there. We know we will. A sad moment for our nation. May the souls of the departed rest in perfect peace. We commensurate with the families of the bereaved. Riding for democracy.
Yeah.
Counsellor. Edding. I know.
You know, somebody said, Obiani baby I didn't make kana. Yeah. There will be I did make can in the yeah.
There
will be so I did make can. Then sa in ya. Inti semeko can ubia. Bia wote no anhwe yi a. Obaka senye ya. Bitmi di meko bi na nanum show bi so tumi di sa meko na anya ne ya. Inti ya odie de nyina ye di yawo na yenti areho ka misisi a ne se wana msi me dane me ho aba manfa me ba manfa se ma me san ko bi o se me dane ho aba dia abai time no na me fa abai nkese anim ho speaker eya
Edio
yeah.
Counsellor Edding.
Yeah. It's painful that I'm just imagining in the shoes of the president that it's not that he's going to announce the death of one of his ministers, but he has to find a way to console 8 different families with different shocks, with different pain, you know, and each of them have a role in the families they belong to. And I'm saying that
they are the breadwinners, simple.
You see, we all be looking at them as breadwinners. There are others that they don't see these people as just breadwinners.
Yeah.
Then I can say, baby, me kon baby, I be can be an yaw. There are others that will not openly be able to mourn the demise of these ones. And these tragic, painful exits of these people, no amount of words will bring a form of replacement for them. No child can be born to grow and replace any of these gallant men. And the pain, these are men. I am not saying that when women die is okay, but I'm saying these are men. out of the loins of men, families are built. Out of the loins of men, nations are built. Out of the loins of men, establishments are standing till today. Men, I'm talking about. For you to wake up one day and lose 8 of your men. Women are nation builders, but men are infrastructure developers. It's painful. This is a painful exit. I don't know how many times I can say condolences to the family. It might not sound nice in their ears
anymore.
Because I say, whoever tastes the pepper has where it bends for him or her. Once again, on behalf of all of us ourselves, I want to encourage them to continue singing the song I sang. All of us, and I always tell people, Kwame and the rest, that when you invite us and put us on the flyer, our journey to your studios, to be a thank you, God, we are here.
Yeah.
I'm saying this every day because you posted us, you expected us. Anything can happen. There are people that when you don't appear, they got offended.
Exactly.
And I'm saying every minute,
every second, yeah.
And every time, Yankupon the ope, and no ye. Now, so to Mr. Sanadino, Yamifa won't crazy. Yamifa won't crazy. It will be hard, we know. Because you see, man born onto the earth is full of troubles. Uno nyonko nkasa, uno ukru nkasa, une ntiye, wakame, wetimi. Oni obioma de hana be. Meti, de hana be. Ye baba me ni na we sun ti say na no pay me intention by mistake. I've done what I'm not supposed to do. I just see the poster. I mean who was social media, but me who no pay Jubilee House and nim ho. These people are standing there alone. Oh Jesus. Painful. Yami fa won crazy. Then nkoma ebedi no anu ohikakra ba ebedi ne kama. Ye ba ni humus. Tana be a usua bibia afimu akire nso. Ama okoma anya abotoyem.
Okay.
Ye di nkoma afa. Say we need to make kind of but how to manage grief. And in the state of shock, what do you do? Me fa kwenye iso, de di kain. Once obia ebo mampani abaso. Obia ka say ade atoye ni. Ba sem ba kwesi a me gina fidie iso aka say. Ashanti regional minister.
Yeah.
And a dansefo nyina Nyankopon hira wo. Isan say die sese omo ye no.
Omo aye.
Oma mamani antra won ton ye. Traditionally, they went into the forest and performed the rite that is deserved to be done before the exhumation or collection of the demise of the bodies that were burnt. Exactly. This is what I say every time, that don't neglect tradition. Shanti Regional Minister, God bless you. And the chiefs and the people of Ashanti, Accra, we have lost it. We have lost it because we've allowed the visitors to bring their modernity. That is what we are suffering. There is a process to everything. There is a tradition that must be performed when such things happen. And I was so excited that they allowed it to fly. Then, Asemusia, yam pesi esua de ase ye. Atofuwo. Now we be sound say, what you play with pony man now and said there'll be some few turbulence. No, look how you feel. I don't want to be in the shoes of those who are coming now. Now we be a jina baby I to be na enya say e bia won say bu flight no that no cry can say wo sane fi soro ho de aba form ho wo di eja hyew na sane aba you there is no phone call, there is nothing you can do. You can't tell anybody that my God,
you can't hold anything.
This is why traditionally we come and declare, say, Nanandom, Yandia, and you say near Peno. Now, your stress at one chima to you, been to Yamio, ya Daniel, see, I don't know Fumio, Sakwana Fumio, Yanyabi, Ayaswania, what fancha. We believe in this.
A year, Jumanso.
Bema. Messi Otofu, yan yini Sunsuma. Sunsum no go to frefre, so what dear be a so can. A so be coding cra, a so bit catch you be. Now, when I make catch the year no titru.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Maybe I didn't accrue some medio. Obia no crew to a silent treatment war. Or Yamane Mame. You don't have time for me. And these are most of the complaints of those of us who are busy out there.
Trying to get something onto the table.
Let me tell you, Shoko said, most of these ministers, they happen to find themselves in their marital home once in a week. Some of us will leave the house at dawn and come back the next morning.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we don't love our wives, so. But there is something that we need to do. So when you wake up one morning and your wife has gone to report you to another person, and you have man kasapa, nefieno, one walima betna say, hey, and I want to tell men, if a woman is put before you, as beautiful, as lovely as she is, and they put work before you, choose work.
Choose work.
Because when you are able to acquire what you want, you have every woman you want in the world.
That is what you always say, but a man is on your commodity I told you.
If your concentration is now
a band to say tomatoes, who bet me a
Obianca say a funny sabam say, Yanko Pombo Mass, Omumbedi, and your son may Omumebre.
They are to enjoy.
That's what they're created for. The garden was ready before they came. So a man must work hard. And hard work is not in you closing from radio this morning. Because you are radio morning host person. After you close, no, the next time, no, speaker, what they were doing the phone. You are a lazy man for the rest of your life. There is something else that can give you some 100 Ghana cedis, some 20 Ghana cedis. There are some meet. There are people, if you want to meet them, you can only meet them after 1 p.m.
Exactly.
Open one go fiago ede. And Michelle, I want to say to every man listening to me, if you close from work officially and you get home early, you have a mental problem.
Oh, a mental problem. So
let them complain. Those who cannot stay, they should go to their family house. You saw your father coming home every day because they went to the farm together with your mother. And look, it is painful when you hear other side of the things that we are hearing that cannot be said. I have an audio when I close, I'll play for you. What is this pain? If you wish your husband will go to work and come back home, let me tell you, if your husband goes to work and comes back home even the next day and you see him entering the house, go down on your knees and thank God that your head, your Jesus, your Lord has arrived home. The complaint is too much.
The nagging.
Bible says that it is better for you to live on top of the roof
than to live
with a nagging wife in the house. And they don't just nag in the house again. They nag and enter into your friends. Can you find out that a young man yesterday was sending me a message I was not reading well? Then I chanced when I read this morning. But see, he is dying inside because everybody that he befriends, the wife goes to take their number. Mami, my friend is say, Mami, have you seen? This thing's what we get from it.
Now so coffee. Now coffee as all Mary Hosa.
What's it?
Obanin so I show a check. That means so show care or do. I mean, what person?
That's possessiveness. And yet, obinya kwala. Yamfro baby I said, bra. No man want to live with the mother. That's why they came to marry a wife. So don't be a mother in the life of a husband. Remember, don't be a mother in the life of a husband. Remain as a wife. Go and read the duties of a wife. I didn't read the message until this morning. I started reading the messages. Please, let's sit down because the life we are living is not short. Life is very long. I got up from morning. I'm still alive. So it's death that is short. In a few twinkle of an eye, somebody you spoke to just lost the breath in them. So when we say shock, what is shock? Shock is defined as the process where blood stop flowing to certain areas of the human body. That's shock. So simply define. Some say I'm very shocked. Not just say, baby, I say moja ko edwanu kodu, moja na nko ho. Ena de shock ba. Eti asemu sise, atoyenchem sise a obia was shock bi owuram. And it is normal. And yes, I can go. Prophecies. When you give people prophecies, they they get shocked immediately because of what you are saying. So when God reveals unto a prophet, even you get shocked. So blood will stop flowing to a certain area of your body and the brain together. That is shock. And then they didn't come and say, in such shock moment, how damaging it is. I'm telling you, sir, there are some shock that for the rest of your life you don't recover because some organs can shut and you go blank.
Down all of a sudden.
You go blank.
Yeah. And free side and be seen the encore. Yeah.
Eti radio for TV for men kase bimpo me maka mutim se munja sa ensem na muka wo radio so wawu ni yenka emmoa na ewu wadade benkum so waka nkregu. He's passed on. Yes ho yenka dead. Say UK for akosua BBC for akosua the queen is dead. And yakasa because it comes to aggravate our pain. Our tradition. And more
and he's passed on. Not just we're free at Yasifo Asasi so ekwa baby foforo.
Wa kanchine gu wadani benkum so.
Exactly.
That's how we say
and
it.
we believe see a better share be.
It is our belief. So we should stop this radio statement. It died, dead. It is not. It is provoking certain altars in the country.
It is such usage of such words, you're insensitive on the
very,
airways.
very, very, and very provocative to the shrines and the gods of our land.
Onua FM 95.1.
It is a shocker. Obia to be a shock. But after shock precedes a loss. A loss of a mobile phone must be grieved. A loss. Look, there are men today, you think it's funny, but there are men today who are mourning seriously in their homes. Not because they've lost their wife, but they've lost their side chick. It sounds funny,
Counsellor.
And their side chick that will look somebody. There was this funeral service that was organized at Banana Inn, and the guys have a way to go and bath for the dead body and bring the dead body home. Okay. So we receive items to bath. Only know and crebi dia auto supporting area dia man. Yohana and prebi pie unity ka say wait there ye na meye papa ye ni papa mama. Me na twimpran infie bebre. Na what da ho me nya yire dia na so me nya maba na busa hey aje so she came to mourn the loss. So there are some losses that when it happens, not everybody is mourning the way we are mourning. And I started by saying that the place that the pepper is placed is everybody and the way they feel the bend.
The pain.
There are others that when you put pepper in their eyes, they will look at you and they will not cry. There are others you put on their tongue. So whoever, so the proverb will say, who the calf fits, let them wear. Right. So it's not everybody, it's not every shoe that you can step in. So when we come to the state of grieving losses, everybody have the way they grieve their loss, but the process is the same. When
the traditions have established that clearly.
That's it. Obi also aye kasa nkrofo ya kan kine goma da benkum so aye di mfoni aba we on jin dida. Obi ho ye sie ni papa 5 years ago on jin di se ni papa wu. Eti no ba bia ni kunu wu ye be sie no wale ye. Oguso wale ni kunu saman. Na kunu saman di ofe wa no di wa ya den. Wo say ade pa hwa honam hwe de ade pa say e wo ho. Jaja honam kunu saman ko no nya obi nwale wasama ado no wan be fra wanko. It says nipa no I can't forget. It will wake up in the morning, the way he will come and ask me, honey, have you eaten something? Honey, you are getting late. Or because you say, oh, can we have a counsel? Or sit there, a hand says, see, when you feel, and say, oh, sorry, no, pa, no, said, one could you ma. They hadn't said, oh, Obiambe can't say, honey, you're running late. We'll make traffic on that dental road. Or see, Obianka Sanchez. That is her worry because she has to grieve the loss of her husband who constantly will come and say, you are running late. And when we say we are running late, you know what they talk about. Why? Why you putting pressure on me? But and never bear money can chirigu, you know. Or say running late.
I don't know what feel statement.
So. Obia fi obi bi o. Obia fi obi anu fi bi o. Obia fi obi nsem so bi o. Obia fi obi one message in the ear so. Yen hwe ya bra bona ye boni ye. But me can upon what I say. Every loss must be grieved. And losses are everything. Not just the demise of anybody. So and then make us yes, you say when we say we need to grieve a loss, I see anything. Adia ni phone na and I open our phone cry saying metal man says be careful. Be careful. Now I for 16 grab now him say I for 16 grab chum say 17 grab and took it 16 na chum yeah now there no. The loss of a job. That is why I tell human resource directors that every company must have a professional counselor before you hand over a query to anybody at all. And management will like to bring to your notice that you are working, but the numbers are down. I mean, that the belt you are using is a high belt, and there are no sponsors on. And so we want to move you to evening belt because morning belt. And they say it's trasa. And when they move you to the evening belt, they are expecting that your performance should be high. Somebody know that the guy just lost the morning belt. It's a loss that must be grieved.
Interesting.
It's not just about funerals. So every loss must be grieved. When somebody loses a loved one, not through death, through relationship, there should be a grieving because there have been an emotional investment. When somebody loses a child, look, I'm saying this as a caution to the Ghana Dental and Medical Council, together with the Midwifery Council, and to all hospitals in Ghana and elsewhere, that it is not the duty of a nurse to announce the demise of anybody's patient in the hospital.
Why I said yes or yes, sir.
It's the duty of the doctor to declare the person has passed on. But it is the duty of the family head to announce. And yeah, now, and our phone, and I'm Mr. Pa, me who's a mechanical nurse, and I say, you have a phone. Hey, Momo, Metiano Penny in bio. You're in the banos, make us a counselor one put us here, man, and so. Says, yeah, no Casemina, my children, and some children, and counselor who was yo. What friend Kwame Bonamania? What friend and I have for Bonamania? On Nimson and I quiet to me say, Tama at Toyon Tennessee, near TV so air cannot be cast. I said, I said, you minister, a friend say, oh.
I'm walking here.
Dr. Mako in the buyer. And I'm going to see. Hey, I'm going in count. Hey, I'm going. Hey, I'm going. Mammy be your general. What's son of Yan son man got off for TV? Echi. What's your standing? The fact that they mentioned a certain was saying a cousin on Nedin Como. And when Tien Common Point Bisa say, a den AC. No, I'm so saying, Madam, what's the matter? Hey, I'm saying, hey, Madam Jajoy, and you're not some near. Oh, I think. Yes, see, or Chairmo, then you're not count. So in the immediate moment, an organ shuts down in her system. I have to do some quick resuscitation medically. At that point, I held their hands and told her to have a seat and walk out of the place. So, me who say we should stop showing the gory pictures on social media and on TV. I said we don't need a notice as a TV station, as social media. We don't need notice. Common sense
just
must
pull it
tell
down.
us
Pull it down.
that it is not a government official that should write to you. National security must not come to you to tell you that don't allow these bodies that are bent, oh my God,
to be
circulated. We don't need that. Because grieving the loss is the shutdown of the brain because an organ has lost blood flow. This is why the process of grieving the loss, the first thing that happened to every normal human being is what we call the state of denial.
Councillor, obe wrap up mama na ye DSC, your time na so I don't know. Next week Friday, you know, Omampenya say on the 15th, which is next week Friday. As I said, national funeral at the Mawomo. The other can chat to na ebusiano ya causing some other momo. Na
Daddy can say everybody that experienced a loss will go to what we call the state of denial. So TSN yes one. Yeah, come na me suno me njindi. It is called the state of denial. It's a stage in our life. We need to allow that process to go.
And we should believe.
It is a state
and
of grieving.
accept to say a see.
What can't say what then go so yeah the picture crack channel say I see there be or no can there be no obu no just say enya no crack. It is called the stage of denial. It's the first stage of grieving the loss. Everybody must. So it's likely say they'll be in that stage. It's likely that the presidency will go through that stage. It's likely that their reporters that will go through that stage. It's likely that that stage will be a position that everybody will go through.
Okay.
But let's allow people to seek for help, professional help, from people who have been trained with what we call a course I read in my counseling program was called Death and Grief Therapy. And I have been licensed as a death and grief therapist. So there's a way to help people to grieve the loss.
Very well.
Well, on this note, once again, we want to say condolences to the bereaved family. I repeat, it will be hard. It will be difficult. Children will have a story to be told by their gallant fathers who left the scene, not planned. Yes, the government is going through a level of pain, announcing this on TV. You have to address I remember the day we were going to do the press address of what was happening. You saw Felix Fosukwachi and the camera panned on them. They don't know who would stand behind the podium and speak. There was no program line out. There was no preparation. But we say, thanks be to God that these things will happen and we'll learn lessons from it. My final words are that, look, every fake prophet like you were interviewing, every fake prophet may have a fake God. I repeat, every fake prophet may have a fake God. For that matter,
Counsellor,
be very, very careful before you brand somebody as a fake prophet. His fake God may find a fake way to create a fake incident that will take your life. So whatever happens, whether it is true, it is not true, my secret is that whatever they say do, like Mary said, do it and then and I will shred. Magasa could do the parliament and the speaker pamome. It's your pamome there, mankwa meji meniso. Or you may feel from a so engineer bunti. Or for so you may fear. Mean you so. Now, oh, you me point can I come Makasa Konya metis no pimbu or me or Musama Konya 0277 609 644. Yesterday, my opinion in a pound for say at every gathering, they should give 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes to a professional person who can help the nation mourn. 0277 609 644. Miss me koho ede me hwe akugu ho. Ama won ya okọ. Edamase.
Miss me that say Counsellor Lutterodt. I'm highly grateful, sir, and obey Obeboy. Now, Ubetu, your for to say.
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, General.